Welcome back, children, once again. This is Ansu here. Today, we are going to discuss the next chapter that is more on Windows 7. I have divided this chapter into two parts for you to learn. In the first part, we are going to discuss about changing fonts, steps to change font, changing the sleep mode settings, and steps to change the sleep mode settings in your computer. The first topic here is changing font. Font refers to the style of the typed text. You have learned it even in the smaller classes. Font means the way that your letter is typed on your computer. You can change it into any font that you like. The normal ones that we use in our question papers are Calibri and Arial or Times New Roman. This is another type of font which I found very nice. So you can change it into any font that you like. Font refers to the style of the typed text. It refers to the style in which you write your text. In Windows 7, you can change the font of menus, toolbars, and other items that appear on the window, which is easier for your eyes. That is changing font. Now we need to discuss the steps to change the font. First step is you need to put your cursor in a free space in your desktop and you need to right click your mouse. When you right click with your mouse, a shortcut menu appears. First step is right click with your mouse and a shortcut menu appears. From the shortcut menu, look for Personalize option and click on the Personalize option. Personalization window appears. When you click on it, another window appears that is called the Personalization window. From the bottom pane, look at the bottom, you will find a Window Color tab. You have to look for the window. In the Window Color tab, when it opens, you have to look for the message box image. In the message box image, look for font. You look for the option font. When you click on font, you can see two fields that appears. That is, what is the font that you need to select and what is the size of the font that you need to select. Then click the font drop down arrow. From that, you have to click on the drop down arrow on the right side. That drop down arrow is a small arrow placed at the end of the font. So you click on it, you will get a list of different fonts that are available. From that, select the font that you like. It can be Arial, it can be Times New Roman, it can be VII, any font that is of your choice. Then, the next thing is the drop down list. Select the required font from the list. Example VII. Here the example we have given is VII. Then click the size down arrow to change the font size. Once you have selected a font you like, the next step is go to the size and increase the size or decrease the size with the small drop down arrow that you can see on the right side of size button. Click on that. You can either increase it or decrease it to your liking. Select the required font. For example, here the selected font size is 11. Click OK. The whole thing, which was already in a different font, will be changed into VII size 11. Again, let me explain one more time. You right click on a free space on your desktop. A small drop down list appears. From that, you need to click the Personalize option. When the personalization window appears, you need to click on the Windows Color tab. From the Windows Color tab, you need to look for the message box image and in that you need to select the font. In the font, there are two options. One is to select the size of the font and one is to name the font. You look for the drop down arrow, click on it and select the font you like first and the size that you like next, and then you click OK. The font will be selected and your text will be changed into the respective font and the size that you have chosen. The next thing we need to learn is changing the sleep mode settings. The sleep mode in Windows 7 is used to save the power of the system. When you are using your system for a longer period of time, say you have opened your system in the morning and you're shutting it down only in the evening, if it is kept on for a longer period of time, there is no use. You are losing a lot of power in the process. So what you do is you can set it into sleep mode. That is, when you don't use it for some period of time, it goes into a sleep mode. All the operations will be shut down for a few minutes and whatever you're doing currently is being saved into a temporary memory. When you open your system once more by using your mouse or a keystroke, it automatically starts from where you have left. This is called sleep mode settings. So let me read out again. The sleep mode in Windows 7 is used to save the power of the system. It is used to save the power of the system. If the computer has not been in use for a long time, it goes into sleep mode. That is, you have kept it from morning to evening and you are not using it in between, it automatically goes into sleep mode. All the running processes of the systems are stopped. That is, whatever that you have been doing will be stopped. Your work is saved in the memory for a temporary period. It will be saved in the memory for some temporary time period which requires very less power. When you resume, that is when you start using it again with a keystroke or with a mouse, the processes start from where you have left. It always starts from the point that you have stopped your work. How to change the sleep mode setting. That is the last thing we need to look in this presentation. The first thing we have to do is you have to click on the start button. Where is your start button in your system? Can you recollect? It's on the bottom left end of your system. Click on that. That is your start button. On the right pane, in that a shortcut menu appears. In that, look on the right pane, you can find an option called Control Panel. Click on the Control Panel. The Control Panel window appears. In that, you have to look for Hardware and Sound category. In the Control Panel, once the window opens, you have to look for Hardware and Sound category. And that window appears once you click it. Then in that you have to look into the power options. In the hardware and sound category page, you need to look for power options. The power options windows appears. Under the preferred plans, that is the last step you have to remember, you have to look into the preferred plans. What is the preferred way that you would like to do it? In the preferred plans, you have to use the power saver option. You have to click on the power saver option and the sleep mode becomes active. I'll repeat one more time. You have to click the start button. From that, a list appears and in that you have to look on the right pane and a control panel option appears there. You need to click on the control panel option. The control panel window appears. In that you have to look for hardware and sound. In the hardware and sound category, when you click, that window opens and in that you need to look for power options. In the power options category, you have to look for preferred plans and in the preferred plans you need to look for power saver options. That is how you set your computer for the sleep mode. With this, we come to the end of today's presentation. Please go through these portions very thoroughly. You will understand it when you see it 2 or 3 times. Those who have a Windows system at home can try this also and see the result. Thank you.